recording started. Today we listened to Money Matrix video a little bit ago, and he talked about what drives you to succeed. He talked about the attitude and the enthusiasm that different people have had, and what it has driven them to, what it has allowed them to do. And I know in my own life, when I've really been successful, it's not that I'm super talented at it or even sometimes really skilled, but the enthusiasm has just carried you the whole extra way. And I'm grateful for those opportunities, but what I'm really grateful for is after 30 years finding Renatus and learning from these people. One of the first people I met was Michael Huggins. What an example of someone that has taken that drive to succeed and run with it. He's making touchdowns every single week, and if there's a star we want to hitch our wagon to, it is Michael Huggins. Michael, good morning. We're so glad you're with us. Michael, we're not hearing you yet. Well, we're going to let Michael work out the technical difficulties there. In the meantime, what is a success that you've had in your real estate Renatus career? Come off mute, let us know, share with us. What has caused you to be successful? What has ramped you up?
Hey, good morning, Ron. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Hey, this is Charlotte over here in Atlanta.
Charlotte, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Just kind of uplifting everybody, letting them know, do not stop. Okay, it took me a little while to kind of get a deal underneath my belt, but I just closed. I just kind of closed my first one while I was in Renatus. I've closed deals before, but while I was in Renatus, doing it the right way. This was actually my first deal after a year with Renatus. Just kept on going. It was a wholesale deal, and like I said, I just kept on going, didn't stop.
Excellent.
So that's one thing. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet, Charlene. Thank you. Don't stop. What great advice. Don't stop.
That's correct.
What is it that carried you when you felt like stopping? I know that happens. Did you just feel like stopping at some time? And what is it that you thought about that made you want to reach for that success that was just outside your grasp?
Well, man, I'm not trying to be cheesy or anything like that, but it really was, our brother Michael Huggins, man. I just kept on thinking about, if he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can. I kept on thinking that, and he came to Atlanta January 20th, and ever since then, it kind of changed my life, man. And so I'd say I wanted to stop twice since I've been to Renatus, and my 2 or 3 main pushing points. One was our regionals, kind of give me an understanding of what Renatus is, and then 2 was Michael when he came down January 20th, kind of let me know, just keep on going, it's all in your mind. And then 3, the major not stopping point, I guess the point to keep me going, kind of give me that extra boost, was nationals. That really helped me out, and I'm greatly appreciative, and thank you so much for allowing me to tell my story, and I'm appreciative of Renatus. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Charlene. We're appreciative of you too. And what you've mentioned is times that we get together and that enthusiasm that comes together, we learn from each other. We can put our arm around each other and hook each other up. It's like the old song says, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. And, when we come together, we're better for it. Anybody else who would like to come in and share something that has helped you attain that success that was feeling so elusive for a while? Come on off of mute and share it with us. We've got 80 of the best people in the country here, and every one of you has an example that the rest of us can learn from.
Hey, Ron.
Good morning, Joe, Render Connect. How are you?
Oh, doing great. Just getting ready to go do some studying and sit down and do some business stuff.
Sounds great.
So, I don't know, probably about 3 weeks ago, I was having a hard time just keeping, motivation to do stuff. And pretty much what was going on was, been doing school full time, working full time, doing Renatus as, much as possible and trying to build what we got going on down here in Logan. And I was talking to Gamer about it, who's my 5-star for all of you who do not know.
Gamer's a great example.
He sure is, man. He's helped me out so much. And, he kind of reminded me a few things. Because, when you're driving semi, you never know, when your schedule's going to change. And my wife had actually told me the night before, too. She's like, I don't feel like I have a husband, and when you're here, you're not here. And so, it's kind of down in the dumps because of that. But he had told me, when you are home, set a schedule for everything that you have going on when you're doing Renata stuff, when you're doing your property management or buying properties stuff or school, whatever it may be, set time for all of that, set time for your family. And then he said, if you haven't been watching the videos lately, keep watching them because you're going to continue to see all the value that they bring. And I started watching Garrett Gunderson's Wealth Acceleration, and it motivated me again to really keep going because the information is, priceless pretty much, and that you need to keep working and get it out to other people. So make a schedule and watch the videos.
Great advice, Joe. If you schedule it, it is there, it's written down, and it's half the battle sometimes. It's just after you've got it on the paper, it's there. It's halfway done, isn't it?
Yep.
And keep up on your education. We've got things that are updated all the time. We've got these events. We've got for Saturdays. We've got intensives. All around us, opportunities to keep growing and better ourselves. Thank you, Joe. That's awesome.
You're welcome, Ron. Thank you.
Anybody else who would like to come off and share what has helped drive you to the success that you've achieved since you've joined Renatus? There's an opportunity for us to mastermind, to come together and support each other. And I looking down through this list of names of today's participants, boy, we've got a lot of experience and wisdom there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am well. This is Jeremy out of Atlanta, Georgia. And, it's little things. It's little things that keep reminding me and keep encouraging me. And the other day, I was having a conversation with somebody, and I'm in a situation, with me and the place that I am in my life. I'm 40 years old. I'm single, never married, no kids. And I was talking to somebody, said, even if I've had a life partner and had a child today, in 20 years, I'd be 60 years old and they'd be 19.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And that one moment of clarity was like, okay, take up education to the next level, take up health to the next level, take up exercise to the next level, take up everything to the next level. Because I started looking at where do I want to be when I'm in 20 years from now. We're going to be, 2037, 2038? And
sounds like science fiction, but it's going to happen, isn't it?
It does. It's amazing. I'm like, there should be a new Blade Runner out by then. But there was something about it that really hit me. And different times it's been, hey, here's what my godson's going to need, or hey, here's what I can benefit the community with. And different things along the way have been a Kickstarter here and there. And it's not so much about I've got to run the same why all the time. It's I have to keep engaging in what is the thing that's going to make the biggest difference for me. And then when I heard Eric Counts do this video the other day, and I got a chance to see him here in Atlanta, and he said something really profound that just hit a bell with me. He said, you know, the universe doesn't want to help you help yourself. It wants to help you help others. And I realized that the whole conversation about my health, my wealth, my education didn't matter so much about me being 60. It mattered about me being the kind of father I would want to be to a child at the age of 60. It was like, what type of difference do I want to make for the people around me? What type of difference do I want to make for the church around me, for the people in my community? And it just really altered so many little things, not huge, big, like eye-opening moments, but these 1% to 2% changes that made a huge difference for me. And little things like that, when I stay engaged with the community, when I stay engaged with people, when I stay honest with people and transparent about what's really going on, what are we really committed to, and then keep digging until we find the gold, and then as soon as that's hit, start taking action. So that's what I've got. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to share.
Excellent, excellent, Jeremy. Jeremy Farrell, I appreciate that you came off and shared that with us. And, you know, the time is going to pass. What are we going to do with it? And it goes back to kind of what Joe said. Write down what you want to get done. And then we're not just doing it to make ourselves better. It's to make everyone around us better. We've got that 3-foot rule, 5-foot rule, 10-foot rule, whatever works best for you. And we can improve the lives of everyone around us. And one of the first things I learned when I joined Renatus and Team Elevate was to create value, bring value to other people. And it has done that to me, and I have enjoyed bringing that to other people. You know, and it doesn't always have to be about Renatus either. If people just get and they say, here comes Jeremy, you know, I love it when I see him. He has got this positive mental attitude. He always makes me feel better. I'm a better person because I know Jeremy or Alex or Anna, Brian, Calvin, all of you guys. And you know, it can be as little as somebody calls you and asks a few questions and things. Often they're professional people. And as I have been on the phone with banking institutions, with other salespeople, with questioning realtors and everything else, and a little game that I like to play, it makes me feel good, it makes them feel good, is they'll say, can I do anything else for you? And I say, yes, absolutely. You could do something for me. Would you tell your supervisor that I think you deserve a raise? I've really appreciated what you've done for me today. And how often do these people hear that? Not nearly as often as they should. And look for what's good. Let them know what you appreciate about them, and give them that little pat on the back. Tell your supervisor for me that I think you deserve a raise. Do that. I mean, if you stop at Starbucks for a coffee this morning, if you stop at the library and get a book, wherever you go, whatever business you go into, whoever you come up with, if they're just in a job and trying to get along, we know how debilitating that can feel. And so give them a pat on the back, make them feel better, but be honest about it. We can't blow smoke, you know. It can't be flattery. It's got to be a sincere compliment, and you will make a whole day different for them, and they will start to feel that success that we've started to feel. Anybody else? What is the secret that you've got?
Hello.
Tracy Lewis, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Better since you're here with us.
Well, thank you. I do all that I can to be on these Money Monday meetings and Wealth Wednesday meetings. And I just, you know what, it's really plugging into the community. And so great things never came from comfort zones. That's why I took myself off mute, because I could be comfortable and be quiet. And yet at the same time, you know what? Great things, when we step out of our comfort zone, that's when the magic happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, and so I'm looking at a quote on my wall from Napoleon Hill, and everybody knows this quote. It's pretty profound. What the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve.
That's right.
Exactly. And so what I find plugging into the trainings is that I literally get an expanded version of myself. inside of being in the listening of all this whole entire phenomenal community. And so I get to share that with my team here. You know, it's small. We got 25 people. And I would say we've got about maybe 9 people that are active. They're plugging in. And so I just created a chat feed with those people. And I invited them to share where they're, you know, enthusiastic, where they have unlimited enthusiasm. And one of my team members who's been dealing with health issues, he said, I have something in my space and I think it's around health and energy. Once I get past that, I can generate unlimited enthusiasm. And, you know, I knew that.
Wow.
I knew that. And I didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm busy putting, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it, all this motivation on top of, he can't even hear that because he's dealing with something. And he finally said it. And I'm just so happy. You know, I'm just, what am I? I'm just, you know, who we are in the world and who we are for other people. It could be something little. It could be something great. And it really doesn't take a whole lot, to be perfectly honest.
Sure.
It really doesn't. But just really ask somebody, like you just were sharing about being at the bank, and the bank, you know, the staff member says, well, what else can I do? And you said, well, you do one thing for me. Tell your boss you need a raise. You know how that could just like make the difference for that person in that day? All of a sudden they're standing taller. They're really experiencing who they are in the world for somebody else. And that's exactly what it is for us when we're in communication with people. People we haven't seen on trainings, who we know are part of the Renatas community. Can we reach out to them and say, hey, you know, Sue or Bob or whomever it is, I haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on? And you just get in their world and see what they're dealing with. And so I would say that's the benefit, that's the beauty of being in our community, because that's something that we can really do. And it only takes a moment. So that's what I'm sharing from right now that I just got from being in communication with a team member who's saying, I'm having some issues. So what I'll do, and I'm saying this to all of you, I'm going to call him and be with him and really get the world of what it is that he's dealing with.
That's awesome, Tracy. And, you know, I was trying to make some mental notes of the golden nuggets of wisdom you were sharing with us, and they just kept coming so fast that I couldn't complete one, and here's another one. So I appreciate what you shared with us, Tracy. It is so true. It seems like everybody we encounter has something heavy in their heart that they're dealing with. And if the only value we bring them is making them realize they can do better, they are better than they feel that they are at this moment, and show them that there's you know, there's success within our grasp, and we can reach it. Make them feel better with that. I appreciate you, Tracy. Thank you for coming off mute.
Yeah, I have one final thing. I think of Loretta. She shares this in some of her training. She said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That is really, you hear it a lot, but think about that. That is so true. We need to care about each other. We need to let them know that we care. And sometimes that will make a world of difference in our day, in our mindset, in what we're able to accomplish. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you for allowing me to share. I don't know if that answered your question, but that's what's in my heart. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Anybody else? Who would like to share something with us? Some golden nuggets of wisdom that has helped you attain success? Yes, please.
Ron, this is Berta Melgoza. I'm from Salt Lake City.
Hello.
I just want to let you know how much I appreciate every morning that it just changed my day, because it gave me all the energy and all the resources and all the awareness that I need to have in order to start the day. So I want to say thank you for everybody who participates also, because we learn one from another. As you say, the mastermind, that mastermind help us to achieve what we want. About what I'm a 60 years old lady, and about what Jeremy said is so true. I never thought that I'm gonna be this mature, and time just go fast. And if you don't use every minute that you have in your hand, it just disappears, never come back. So to Jeremy, cheers for all the determination that he has to go to the next level, always to go to the next level. About what Tracy said, I feel that the knowledge that I acquire in every meeting, in every reunion that we have in Renatus, help me achieve more knowledge. But this knowledge bring me the confidence that I have to not only to help me, but to help others. It's true that people don't care about how much you know. They care about how do you care about them.
That's right.
How are you gonna care about people if you don't know how to do it? So to me, to be successful is to have the knowledge, to have the confidence, and to be unselfish, helping others, pull them up. I believe the world needs us, and together we can realize lots of good things. So thank you, especially to you, because my days changed thanks to your commitment for these phone calls. And thank you to everybody for the participation and for all the knowledge that I learned from each one.
Absolutely, Berta. This is why I say we are so much better when we're together. We can help each other. Sometimes we just need that boost in our own confidence, and then we can go out and boost other people and help their confidence and let them know that there is success they can attain, that their life can be made better. Thank you so much, Berta. Who else would like to share something?
Hey, Ron, this is Jess Mickelson.
Jess, good morning, sir. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I just wanted to take a minute and chime in and say that Renatus is amazing, not only for what they are and everything that's part of what it is, but also for what they've inspired in me. I have reached out and done all sorts of other things in my personal development, and a big part of that came from just getting the momentum headed in the right direction, and Renatus really did that for me. And so I can just say a big thumbs up, super happy to be part of this group, and it's amazing, and it can give you even more than what we could ever announce if it just inspires you to reach out and become something more than you've been.
Absolutely. Well said, Jess. You know, there are times that we just get beat up in the world. And as we come together, I can't imagine a better group of people to hang around than those in Team Elevate and those in Renatus, just because the naysayers, the ones that say, oh, we can't do that, that's not going to work, that'll never work for me, I'm just not that kind of person, they kind of weed themselves out of our group. And look who we're left with. I looked down this list of participants, and every one of you are such a treasure. Just because of the example you are by being here, by the events that you're hosting or attending, and the input that you're giving. Jess, I appreciate you today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anybody else that would like to share something with us before we end today's call? Is there someone that's wondering, I wonder if this will help somebody today? Please share it with us.
Hello, this is Doug.
Doug, good morning.
How are you?
Good. This is Doug Wickham for everybody that doesn't recognize the voice.
Yes, I've been working on becoming debt-free so that my couple investments are going well. But I wanted to share with everybody the idea of making sure our impulses, that we follow the good ones, not the bad ones. Our goals kind of direct which impulses we follow. And oftentimes you know, our whole life we're going through, and our awareness is directed by what impulses we choose to either follow or ignore. And throughout the day, we'll be going along, something will pop up. Oh, you might be on the computer. Oh, I'll follow this. All of a sudden, a half an hour is gone. And you didn't really need to do it. It wasn't leading you to your goals. So just the idea of taking your awareness and keeping it on the things that you want it to be on, and ignoring those little impulses that are taking you off track. So just a thought on keeping your mental awareness on the things that are leading you to your goals.
Absolutely, Doug. It's like Joe was sharing with us a little bit ago. Write down the things that we want to do and accomplish, and at that point, you know, that YouTube video with the cute kitties just isn't on my list. I can't go there today.
That's great. That's the point.
Yep, because that can be such a time waster and time sink, and if I can be a good example of anything, I can be a good bad example of how you can waste time on YouTube. And I'm going to be better today. Thank you, Doug.
You're welcome.
Amanda, you've come off mute. Have you got something to share with us today? Maybe not. Well, I want to say thanks to everybody who has come off mute, who has participated. Whether you've come off mute or not, you've all participated, and we're better for it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Good morning.
There we go. I had to put my headphones in to make it work.
Okay. Sometimes technology just is that way.
Yeah. I know we're going to wrap up here real soon, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my weekend. I chose to host my own real deal property tour, and I chose to share a couple of concepts in that, which was tax savings, paying your kids, velocity banking, and then why real estate, and then showing our system. And it's kind of just like the same as a cash recovery party, but I finally decided that I needed to share it with other people. And so my message today is I felt like I was doing people a disservice by not letting those people that I actually know see the value in the things that we're learning and we're applying. And so really the goal was to just get out of my own way and share it and not worry about what someone else thinks of me, and the judgments that we create and the stories that we create in our mind about what other people think of us. So I chose to just do it, and it went really well, and hopefully in the future I can do a couple more. But I just want to encourage everyone that maybe has an opportunity to do that they should act on it and just do it, and invite the people that you know, because rather than just always depending on having a meeting, you could also create something small with the people that you know and invite them to come to it, just because it's been a couple of years since I've been doing Renatus, and I've had a lot of naysayers in our life, especially family.
Don't they?
Yeah, and we've been having a lot of success in our real estate investing business right now, and it's funny because now they're all on board, and now they're saying, okay, help me do this, help me do that, and I want to start investing with you now. And so you just got to push through it sometimes, and the light is on the other end of the tunnel. So my word is just go ahead and do the things that you want to do rather than thinking about it too hard, and just keep moving forward in your business. So,
oh yeah,
thank you.
It's not enough to plan it; you have to just do it, like Amanda said.
Yep.
And share it with the people that are around us. And it may not take root the first time, right, Amanda?
Right.
That seed might have to grow in their mind and start to make them see the things that are possible out there. And look, Amanda's doing it. She's doing things, and I want to be like Amanda. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you sharing this morning. Well, thanks everybody for joining with us today, for taking a few minutes from your day. I want to thank everybody for being here. It is because of you and all of us coming together that make this a successful opportunity. I'm going to check here on chat one more time. Yes, Tracy Lewis, thank you for letting Amanda know. That's perfect. And I too appreciate that she's stepping out of her own comfort zone to inspire me personally. And you know, as I look down this list, there's so many of you, and a lot of you I know personally. A lot of you I only know from this phone call, and as like Jeremy, I mean, our paths don't cross very often. Maybe at regionals, and I wouldn't know him to see his face, but I appreciate what he's brought to me this morning. What Joe up in Logan has brought to me. Each one of you. It is so awesome to be associated with you and to learn from you. Go out there now, go into your day, put these things into use. Just do it like Amanda says. Plan it out like Joe says. Reach out to the people around you. Make them feel like they can do better because they encountered you today. That's the effect that Team Elevate and Renatus has. They make us better. We reach out and make everyone around us better. Success to you all. I can't wait to hear what successes are going to come your way later in the week. Michael, we're sorry your technical difficulties didn't let you join us today, but we wish you a great day too, and thank you for everything you do for us. Everybody, you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, man.